traditions, they are bad, and some of you are sad. You cannot see your enemy, the class that lives in luxury. You working men are poor, will be forevermore, as long as you permit the few to guide your destiny. Shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this earth by right belongs to toilers, and not to spoilers of liberty. The master class is small, but they have lots of gall. When we unite to gain our right, if they resist, we'll use our might. There is no middle ground. This fight must be one round to victory for liberty. Our class is marching on. Shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this earth by right belongs to toilers, and not to spoilers of liberty.
Hello everyone and welcome to Corbyngrad live on the 16th of February 2018. We are here for the second time ever to live stream some Corbyngrad. And I'm gonna get the live stream window or the chat up in the thing, and I think I'm gonna no, the volume seems fine. Hello Hassan, hello DJ Kismo, hello Igor Nilsson, hello Fresh Llama. Just gonna open a can of a nondescript beverage. Hello. Alright. So we are back in Corbyngrad, and I'm just trying to refamiliar myself with what we've done. Of course, we built the roundabout at the entrance of the city, which is very large, but I feel like that's fine. We have our industrial area over here. Apparently there's a high demand for more industrial, so we might do something about that. How's our education? We have 2 elementary schools and high availability. Do we have a high school? We do have a high school. We do not have a university. We can't build one either because we haven't unlocked it yet. So now I'm thinking, right, we can't build offices. Okay, so we do actually need some actual industrial space. Now, what kind of industrial can we have? We can have farming, we can have ore, forestry, and generic. This is generic. Stalin Health is generic. This over here I believe is ore. I believe we could yeah, we can change this to ore if we want. Let's do that. Change that to ore industry. And then over here we can have farming, but not yet, I don't think. See, I don't want to build industry over here because then all of the trucks and things would have to go through the entire city in order to get to there and then do their thing and then go back, and yeah, I would rather build an intersection over here. Actually, can we? Yeah, we can. How much money do we have? We have enough. Yeah. So we can buy this area over here, and then I would rather have an intersection that goes from here and then have an industry area like here, and make this like a farming thing, and then possibly do some forestry over here as well because there's some trees. But for now we're just gonna turn this into an ore industry thing, which I'm not sure if it's more or less polluting than generic industry, but it might be the same actually. How's the power? Okay, you might be running out sometime. Don't have access to the ocean. I'm not sure we can get access to the ocean actually. So building this one would be kind of useless. And then some wind turbines. Can we ask questions now? Yeah, you can ask as many questions as you want, but I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to, you know, answer all of them. You know, some questions I or you know, good questions and or interesting to discuss. Some questions, you know, you can find the answer to by just googling. So, you know. Right, we created a bus line as well. I think we had how many lines do we have? I'm not sure, like 2 or 3. We have one, yeah, we have 2 that just go here around this block and then over to here, which takes people from the residential area to the commercial district, which you do need to expand. So let's do that. Yeah, I suppose we'll just do this. And then something like this. Water pipes. There and there. And expand this. And then we'll zone some commercial. I'm unsure if I want to keep this road actually. I might want to get rid of it and just do more straight lines. Possibly. Oh, there's fog. Okay. Oh, that's just a bridge. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking just making more of a, like, if I got rid of this diagonal road here and I just built roads that went up here and oops, I didn't actually need to. That went like this and then like this, possibly. I don't know. Let's build a windmill up here. Okay, let's build another one. Let me speed up time a little bit. Production is 72, consumption is okay. Interesting. Let's build a third one then. These really don't produce a lot, do they? Might have to, I don't know. Wow, these really do not produce a lot of energy, do they? Huh. Might have to build another coal power plant, actually. What are your thoughts on cultural Marxism? I know it's not a real thing. Why would I have thoughts of it if it's not a real thing? It's not real. What would my thoughts be on it if it's not real? It was a bit like asking, like, what are your thoughts on the lizard people who secretly control the government? I know it's not real, but what are your thoughts on it? Well, like, my thoughts on it is that it's not real. Don't really have any more thoughts than that. So, I'm not entirely sure, because I have this road here, which is the main road, although I believe, what's the name of it? Liffram Street, right, and, no, this is Liffram Street, okay. I suppose the one thing I could do is I can turn this into a 4-lane road as opposed to a 2-lane road and have it go up here and then meet this road, possibly. I'm not sure. Let's check where we get the most traffic. Right here. That makes sense. Here, obviously, that makes sense. And here. And here. Yeah, this one, yeah. Ooh, I wonder if there's a good solution to that. I think possibly... Oh, I know what a good solution to that is, actually. We turn it into one way. like so. So that people can, who live in the residential area, they can take this one-way road to work. But when they want to go home, they have to go this way. And then around the roundabout and then back home like that. Hello all, I've never done this before. Why is there a dollar sign next to what I'm writing? Is this really expensive? It's free. There's a dollar sign next to what you're writing because if you click the dollar sign you can donate to the stream, but it doesn't cost anything to type in the chat. You're not paying automatically, like money isn't being drawn from your bank account because you're typing in a live stream chat. Don't worry about it. That'd be something, wouldn't it, if like YouTube didn't even tell you that it cost money to type in live stream chat. Oh yeah, I had a bus line going over here, didn't I? Ooh, this is all weird now, isn't it? No, it looks fine. Yeah, so it goes here and then right, okay. And then it goes, I have no idea what. What? Okay, so it goes up here and then over here and then it goes around again. And then it goes, oh, I see. Okay, so really what I want to do is that. Yeah, like that. Okay, here we go. That's a lot better. So it goes this way and then it stops here, 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 there, and then it keeps going. And it goes around the roundabout. And it goes up and it goes straight to over here. Oh, okay. Let's do this. I wanna something like that, I think. So it goes like this, and then I add some stops here instead. I think that's better. I'm really not sure. And then we have one line. Right, I see, okay. Okay, so then what we can do is we can create another line that goes the opposite direction. Like so. Yeah. And then it goes net. Oh wait, except it can't go that way. Oh wait, that's dumb. Hang on. I didn't think that one through. Alright, let's get rid of this. That was a dumb idea. Okay. No, remove. God, fucking. There. The new Hearts of Iron 4 DLC looks good. Yeah, this is one. You can actually edit the individual provinces now. So this is one province in the Soviet Union that I'm editing, and then I can go out. I can, if I zoom out enough, then I'm playing Hearts of Iron 4. Can you debunk cultural Marxism? I mean, I don't know. Can you really debunk any conspiracy theory? Like, conspiracy theorists are gonna believe whatever the fuck they want to believe, no matter how much you debunk it. Like, it's not really that much you can do. This is pretty cozy little area here. Right, we should check on services. We should build a fire station over here. Health is fine. Police is fine. There's a bit of a tiny bit of a fire hazard over here, but that should be fine. We need more electricity, so I think I'm just gonna build another coal power plant for now. Yeah. Alright, and let me check the resources again. Okay, so we're building over here, but there's not as much. I think what we could do is build a road that's over here. Do something. Maybe not. Maybe more like this instead. And then we'll make a curve. Like so. Oops. Yeah, looks good. I don't really need this. Alright, so we're gonna just take this and expand it to over here. We'll need water, obviously. And then we'll sow an industrial. Like so. And so. There. Why aren't there 20 different people speaking Swedish in the chat yet? I don't know. I'm sure it will happen eventually. That's what this chat inevitably turns into, is 20 different people speaking Swedish. I never respond to them, so they're just talking to each other. Oh, hang on. There. And there. And really? Oh no. Oh, I see. Okay. That wasn't connected. Okay. We're doing good, I think. I do have the Green City DLC installed, but I mean, we need to industrialize first. Or something, I don't know. I'm not sure I can really build that much green industry. I mean, forestry is the closest. No, farming is the closest. I will have to build it over here, which I'm going to do eventually. Why? Oh, okay. I need another. Is this the? Yeah, it's the eco water outlets. I'm gonna build another one of those. Just put it right there. There we go. Water availability. We do just have one water pump. I'm not sure. I think this needs to be moved because it's not quite in the actual water. It's like sucking up sand. See, like, it's really, I don't know, it's like really shallow. Should be deeper, but I mean, I think it's fine. And building this is kind of useless. Well, I could build it over here. Is there even an ocean on this map? Like it? I don't think so. Well, yeah, maybe over there, in this direction. How is it going for the communist parties? How many different communist / far left parties are there in Sweden? Well, we have the Social Democratic Party, which is center left-ish. It's like I don't know. It's pretty. In some areas it's more left wing, and in others it's not. Like it's pretty. Economically, they've been pretty neoliberal as of late. Kind of more on the side of less public spending, more privatizations and that kind of thing. Less money, less public spending on welfare. Private schools, private pharmacies. Private pharmacies being like a stepping stone toward private healthcare in general, which we haven't had. Although we do have private dentistry now. We didn't used to have, but we have it now. So I don't know. It just feels like they're going toward privatizations. In the 40s and 50s and early 60s, the Social Democratic Party was pretty cool. You know, a lot more on the side of nationalizing industry, more on the side of, well, you know, public welfare and like housing projects and all that kind of thing. So definitely more left-wing than they are now. And in the parliament, we also have the Left Party, which is a reformist, I guess you could say democratic socialist party. Although they don't explicitly say democratic socialist, they say just socialist. And like kind of somewhere between democratic socialist and syndicalist, like Marxist syndicalists. Like they have interesting ideas about like shortening the work days to 6 hours. That's like one of their projects right now is a 6-hour workday. I think officially they just want it in municipal, like for municipal jobs. But I think in the long run they would want 6-hour workdays nationally for everyone. And they also have they also seem to like worker cooperatives. Like I know that their leader Jonas Sjöstedt has visited like syndicalist-esque worker co-ops and like you know, just written about them and said like this is better than private companies and that kind of stuff. They are socialists on an ecological scale. What does that mean? It's on the website. Well, eco-socialism essentially means that the capitalism and private industry is bad for the environment, and so socialism is a better alternative. But it needs to be an eco, like an environmentalist aligned kind of socialism, not the kind of socialism that I'm building here in City Skylines with, you know, a bunch of industry and that kind of thing, but rather more of a green socialism basically. But they are definitely against privatizations. They are against profits in welfare. They are against private healthcare and privatizations of pharmacies and all that kind of thing. But I mean, I think they would. I don't know. They don't really openly criticize capitalism as much as I would like. It's barely that it's mentioned on their website that they dislike capitalism. I don't know. It's just something that kind of bugs me about them. They had a party congress recently and enacted some changes. I think I haven't looked into them yet, but I would like to. Because I know that I've read through some of the proposals for the congress, and one of them was changing the official ideology to not with just Marxism, and yeah, changing the official ideology of the party to Marxism and revolutionary socialism. And I don't know if those passed. I would probably say that they didn't, but they might have, and if they did, then that's pretty cool. But I don't know. Right, we don't have a cemetery. We need a cemetery somewhere. Over here is good, I think. So this, and then build the cemetery. Over here, and then we can do that. That, and then that. And do this. There. That works, I think. What percentage of the vote do the socialist parties get? Over here it's less than 0.5% on a good day. The left party gets around 7%. Now, the Communist Party, the biggest Communist Party, which is just called the Communist Party, or Kommunistiska Partiet, they have a couple of thousand of members, and they have a couple of seats in municipal assemblies, but they officially have decided not to participate in parliamentary elections. Now, the Communist Party is Marxist-Leninist, anti-revisionist, I think, officially. They used to like both Hoxha and Mao, but after the whole Pol Pot thing and the war between Vietnam and Cambodia, they sided with. Well, no, they didn't side with the Soviet Union. Actually, they remained neutral. Sided more with Albania. And yeah, they stopped calling themselves Maoists after that, but before that they really liked Mao. I recall one member saying, who was around back then in the 70s, said that they used to carry banners of Marx, Engels, Lenin, Stalin, and Mao, and after Mao supported Pol Pot, they folded the banners so that it was just Marx, Engels, Lenin, and Stalin, so that Mao was like behind the whole thing. Like, they didn't cut him out, they just folded the banners so that he was behind and wasn't shown, which I thought was funny. And it's kind of symbolic how they would do that. I think, like, it's symbolic of how they were like, yeah, Mao, and then they were like, okay, maybe less of Mao. But yeah, I think I would probably say that in the 60s, 70s ish, they were Maoist. Like, they were the Maoist party. Not Marxist-Leninist Maoist, but like Mao Zedong thought inspired Marxist-Leninist kind of ish. And I think what's interesting is that they also liked Enver Hoxha at the same time. They liked both Albania and China, which is pretty unique viewpoint. These days, I really like them. Actually, they're pretty cool. They do a lot of grassroots work. They do a lot of, like, I mean, just sticking up for smaller communities and poorer communities, especially. Which I think is really neat. Like, when the area that I live in, well, it's not that close to me, but like near me in Gothenburg, there was a library that was going to be closed. And the Communist Party were like the first people who went outside the library and started. Well, not the library. They went outside the place where there was a meeting, like the city council or wherever had a meeting. And they went outside there and they protested, and they just kept protesting and eventually they decided that they weren't going to close the library. And like they just do a bunch of that kind of stuff. Is like they hold protests and they stick up for the poorest communities, which I think is really cool, and I think that gets people to have like a favorable opinion of them. It's like they're always seen doing good things. Like whenever you see the Communist Party and they're like protesting something or they're advocating something, you can be pretty sure that what they're saying is reasonable, even if you're not a communist. So yeah, they do a lot of grassroots work, more so than, you know, trying to win the national elections and that kind of thing. Because I mean, they don't have any hope of gaining any seats in the parliament, and it actually costs money. Political parties have to pay in order to be allowed to run in the national elections. And so they've just decided that, well, we're not going to pay, and we're not going to run in the elections because we don't have a chance to win anyway. We're just going to work on the small and the local level, and just try to grow instead. And then maybe once the Communist Party is big enough, is popular enough that they have a chance of gaining a couple of seats, then maybe then they will run in the parliamentary elections. But until then, they're just gonna work on the local municipal level, which has worked fine for them. Like they won seats in the municipal assemblies, like a couple of different ones. Yeah, there's also the SKP, the Swedish Communist Party, which is really small and only really exists in Stockholm, and like there's nothing inherently wrong with them. They're weirdly anti-feminist, which kind of makes me uncomfortable. Like there's nothing inherently wrong with being anti-feminist as long as you like the kind of people who are like, I'm not a feminist, but I'm a pro-equality, that kind of person. Like that's okay, that's fine. But just people who are like weirdly anti-feminist to the point where it's like, okay, like what's the reason? I don't know. Has Communist Party ever supported Stalin? They still support Stalin. They're a Marxist-Leninist party. So yeah, they do. And you know, think of that what you will. But yeah, SKP do participate in national elections, but they don't get any votes. So I don't really know why they do it. I don't know. I think it's dumb that KP and SKP are split. Have split. KP, Communist Party, existed first, and then SKP started up their own thing in Stockholm for whatever fucking reason. I don't know, it's dumb. I think it's dumb that they're splitting, and like they're both Marxist-Leninists, like they shouldn't even be split. So I think it's dumb. It's dumb. Just dumb. I want to smoothen out this terrain here, but it costs a lot of money to do that. My thoughts on Stalin? My thoughts on Stalin is that he died like 70 years ago. So I don't really think he's relevant to anything. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to smooth out this this area, do some more residential building. Landscaping is really expensive though, so I'm gonna try to keep it at a minimum. I don't like this. Okay. And I can't fucking I can see anything now. Hang on. Smooth. Smoothing out, or at least trying to. Cut. Right, we do it this way. Like that. And then change this to that. And so I don't want to build any residential on this one-way road, so I'm not gonna include that. Yeah, that's good, I think. And we'll expand the residential area as well. What? Oh. This break? What? Okay. And then that goes there, and this goes there, and okay, that goes there. There we go. I am. Some of you may have seen on Twitter, but I made a tweet where I said like a list of videos that I'm thinking about doing after I finished my Cuba one. One of which is a video about my disagreements with Leninism in general, and then possibly also one about my disagreements with anarchism. Just because, like, I want to get everyone to be as mad as me as possible. Like, there's something about me that every leftist can hate. Like, for libertarian Marxist, I'm too much of a tanky. And for tankies, I'm too much of a
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts. A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
I'm gonna build a canal. See if that does anything to stop it. It might not. I don't think it will. We're dead. Everyone is dying. I didn't build any shelters. Not that I think
a tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and
really?
avoid
Has a
roads
tsunami
and
struck the city?
waterfronts until the water
so?
recedes.
Do you think a tsunami struck the city? Are you sure? Where did that tsunami even come from? There's no ocean. How is this a tsunami? I think everyone is dead. Or they've moved out because the houses are destroyed. Right. Spilled another candle over here, maybe? I don't know.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Oh, really? No
shit. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Have you checked? There are 90 people left alive. Everyone is dead. Don't go away.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
It's not receding though, it's just going around. What do you want me to do? Maybe if I make the river deeper. Too much soil, God.
A tsunami has struck the city.
No.
Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
I'm running out of money. Too much soil. I don't know what to do. What do you want from me? Hang on, I have to take a 100% sustainable IMF loan.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
It's just going around. I have to dig a hole so that the water goes down somewhere. The entire river is flooded. This is ridiculous. Okay. It seems to have dried up now. Let's get rid of all the abandoned houses. I guess we should build some shelters next time, huh? That's a high school. Look at this, it's all sand now. Now every property is a beachfront property. Awesome. This is proof that socialism doesn't work. How can there be a tsunami when there's a fucking river and no ocean? That's not how tsunamis work. Tsunamis come from the ocean. There's no ocean. Okay, I think we're good. We just need people to move back in.
A tsunami has struck the city.
No shit.
Take caution and avoid
fuck.
roads and
It's coming
waterfronts
back.
until the water recedes.
The tsunami's back. No, it's coming back. Okay, I think that's all of the abandoned houses. Nope. Because obviously no one lives here anymore, so no one wants to build a business or a factory. Look at this, it's all sand! It's all sand now. It used to be grass, but now... Oh my god, look at the park! It used to be grass, now it's all sand. Oh. Okay, do we have a... we don't have anything. Alright, I can't pay that back. What are you saying? Low land value. Yeah, well there was a tsunami fucking 5 minutes ago. Okay, I'm gonna... No. These are the fucking mountains that I made because I had too much soil. Low land value. Your mum is low land value. Look at this! This is a bitch ton of land value. Look at this! There's land value everywhere except over here. What do you mean? What do you mean there's low land value? You have the highest land value of everyone. Assholes. Are these flooding again? God fuck. God fuck. It's flooding again. Just had to dig a bunch of holes everywhere. Where is this water even coming from? Okay. The tsunami was a US agent. Yeah, probably was. This isn't okay, things are returning to normal now. I can pay back that 100% sustainable. No, I can't. No, wait. I can pay it back in a bit. Your mom is low land value. A sure scapegoat. Corbyngrad livestream. These fuckers moved away. The idiots that were complaining about low land value. Is it returning to grass now? Oh yeah, it is. Oh wow. That's impressive. I didn't realize it could do that. Yeah, let's see. I should probably recycling. That's good. Recycle plastic. That's good. Yeah, that's it for now. Let's see if we have... I should do some recycling over here. Oops, over here as well. And over here. Alright, I want to get rid of these canals somehow. I'm gonna move this to over here. Don't. Yeah, something like that. This goes over there. And okay, I don't. Oh god, this is so confusing. I can't build a dam. I don't have the population for it. Where the fuck does this even go? Ugh, I have to get rid of all these bus lines. They're all fucked up now. Okay. Well. Okay, I'm gonna build one. That's boom, 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 boom. Oops. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, and then there, and then there. And that's gonna be my one bus line for now. And what I actually want to do is I want to build a canal. Goes from here. Here to over here, and then over there. And then I'm just gonna build a bridge. Fuck. I would love to build a bridge over here, but apparently I can't. Or what? The fuck is going on? I want to build a bridge that goes from here to here. How is that difficult to understand? Up. No. Just what? Come on, I just want to build a fucking bridge. For fuck's sake. Why is this so difficult? I want to build a road that goes from here to here. Why do you not understand what I want to do? I want to build a road that goes from here to here. I know that is possible. Just let me build a road over the canal. Kill someone. Oh, fucking... Too much soil. For fucking... For fucking out loud. This tsunami was the worst thing to ever happen to me. I want to try to lead the water. Too much soil. Your mom is too much soil. This is all I'm gonna be doing now for like 5 hours. Just trying to fix this stupid mess. Corbyngrad is basically IMF Lonegrad Part 2 now. I'm sad to say that, yeah, it is. I don't know what to do here, man. I want to lead this water out into this river. And I'm trying, but the river is flowing into here, which means I need to raise this up. You raise me up. However that song goes. Like so. I don't have the money for this. Okay, so I have to do this. And basically try to ensure that it doesn't overflow, but instead flows into the river. Because how do I need to do? I need to. This needs to be higher. So I'm gonna do this first. Like so. And then I'm gonna raise this to an acceptable level. To raise it a little bit more. Maybe not that much. Like so. Okay. This needs to be just a tiny bit higher. Okay. I think that's good. So now it's all going to flow back. Okay, like that. And then I lower this. A little bit more. Come on. Flow downwards into the river. that, maybe. I don't know. No, I don't want the river to come up here. I hate this so much. I just hate this. I don't even. I'm gonna try building a canal. Goes from here to there. Just see what happens. That is the opposite of what I wanted. No, that's not gonna work. Does anyone know what the fuck I should do? I'm not like I can try to make it like a slope that goes down or something. That doesn't help. If I raise it in the back, that will make it want to go forward, right? Just like this. Or no, it just goes upwards. Okay. Why not use pumps to pump the water out? I guess I can do that, yeah. So just build a pump here. And then use that to distribute water to my citizens. That was a good idea. What the hell is yelling? Water availability is low. Oh, because this doesn't have power. There. And then we just move it. For fuck's sake. Okay, maybe I should just build a second pump so that people don't go without water. Okay, there we go. And then I would like to do that and put this here. And do that. What are your favorite leftist songs? If you go to my channel, I have a playlist of my favorite socialist songs. So okay, that works a lot better. is empty, so we can just... There we go. Then do this. Oops. Here. Okay, and just while that is pumping out, I should probably we have quite a lot of money, and I haven't taken a loan, so I'm gonna build some safety thingies, like a small emergency shelter up here. Let's see how far. That doesn't reach very far. Okay, so I'll just put it here in the middle, like so, and I'll put a disaster response unit over here, and a short radio mast here, and that should do for now. Facility full. Oh, okay. Do I have a recycling center? I don't. Okay. I'll build another garbage dump. God damn it, water's coming in from here. Lad of Historian, that's a good song. Learn from history. Made a lyrics video for that. I have a couple of lyrics videos from Swedish comedy songs. God, this is not what I imagined I would be doing this stream. We have barely expanded at all. Oh right, we need to build a high school again. So we lost the last one. And I actually don't think we have any school. No, we do. Okay. Don't have a university, but we can't build one anyway. Let's see, we have a cemetery. We have a clinic. We have fire stations, police station. Okay, we're good. We have everything we need. That's good. Oops, no, I don't want. No, I don't want this right. I'll move it. Over here. I think there's some construction going on outside my window, so I apologize if you can hear that. Hang on, I need to move this. There. Rare footage of mass murders in gulags against kulaks, 1937 colorized. Water is kulaks. Yeah. The tsunami was kulaks burning the wheat. And the water pumps are Stalin. And gulags, I don't know. I'm gonna build another water pump over here just to make it go faster, so I can be done with this shit. That's done. We have a shelter now, right there. So that's good. It's asking for more industrial, but yeah, maybe. I don't know, I'm gonna wait a bit. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we should build some industrial. Maybe we have enough money. I think we should build the farming area actually. Like so, I think. And then fuck, okay, I have to I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. And then I build it like that. And then I try to rotate it a little bit. Not too much, not too little. Here. And then I'll connect these up somehow. Connect that with that, this with that. And then we're gonna just make a simple, a smaller roundabout, I think. About half. Yep. Like so. And then oops. And then we do that. And then I'm gonna try, you know what? No, I'm gonna do 2-lane highway actually. There we go. And then move this and connect this to that and that to that. And then we make those also 2-lane highways as well. And then we're gonna have a farming area right here. Like so. And we're gonna have recycling and recycle plastic for now. Yeah. Boom, boom. I should make this a 2-lane road. Okay, that should work, I think. What importance do you think would leaders pose in a communist society? Well, as figurehead positions, leaders are good, but I think it's never good to put a lot of power in the hands of one person. But I don't think that's surprising to anyone who knows me. I mean, collective decisions is key to everything, isn't it? You know, putting power in the hands of a large group of people as opposed to you know, a single person. I mean, that's the way that Cuba has done it, is they made their president a figurehead. And they put basically all the duties of the head of state and head of, well, not all the duties of the head of government are assigned to, I think it's 21 different people if you're in the Council of State. Yes, that's right, Council of State. And they basically do what the head of government would do in any other country. So, right, I'm gonna need to build a power line going from over here to over here, like so. And then we have some industrial, some farming. And people who want to go to work from over here to over here are gonna have to go via the highway. We could build I don't know. I was thinking we could build a tram line, but I don't know, maybe. Let's see, we could build it. I do like trams. Can build it here or here? No. Here, like so, and then God, okay, because it will need to turn around. Okay, so I'm thinking build a tram track here to. No, that's not gonna work. Hang on. I'm gonna build a tram track from here to fucking goddamn it. No, that's not gonna work. What if I do this? And then this. Okay. Then I grab this and put this there. And then I get road. And I do that. And I get the track that goes from somewhere like where would we put it? I suppose over here somewhere. We could do something like this. And then we put a tram track that goes from here to just straight across. And then from here I'm gonna do a bit of a and then to there. So then we can put a tram track that goes like that, I guess, and then it stops. It goes here, and then it goes here, and then there, and then it goes back. Although I wanted to go there. Okay, so then it goes like that, I guess. Yeah, okay, sure. So the trams coming out of here, and they go around. Oops. Just needs water for some reason. Okay, so that's gonna help people get from the residential areas to the farming area. Although this isn't farming, hang on. Oh fuck, I completely I forgot to make it farming zone. God damn. Okay. What do you think about syndicalism? I'm skeptical of it. I mean, I'm not a syndicalist. I would say I'm not a syndicalist for a reason, because I don't think it's practical. But there's nothing wrong with the idea. And I have friends who are syndicalists. It's just not for me, I don't think. It doesn't really fit in with my view of society, I think. Okay, so this is not cleared yet. thoughts on Leninism? It's terrible. It's the worst ideology. Honestly, it's on par with Hitlerism. Yeah, it's terrible. It's the worst thing in life. It's absolutely terrible. It doesn't work. It's evil. Just evil ideology. Completely terrible. Everything about it is wrong. Whoa. Light is turned on. What if was like the Rome dictator next post? What? Kisma, what are you saying? Kisma, I don't understand what you're saying. The dictator was the magnate of the Roman Republic, entrusted with the full authority of the state to deal with military emergency undertakers. Because I'm aware of what the Roman dictator was under the Roman Republic, but the problem with the dictator under the Roman Republic is that he had ultimate authority over everything, and most of them didn't step down when they were supposed to. Someone was assigned ultimate authority. A magnate was assigned ultimate authority over everything because it was thought that, well, a dictator is strong and he's capable of leading us through a crisis or whichever. But because the dictator had absolute control of everything, including the Senate, he just chose not to step down. And that's kind of what led to the formation of the Roman Empire. You know, the Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar and all the other Caesars. The word, the name Caesar rather, is actually where the word for Kaiser comes from. The German emperor was known as the Kaiser, and it's also where the word for Tsar comes from. The Russian Tsar, Russian emperor, comes from the word Caesar. And I'm sure there's a lot. The Swedish word Kejsare, this is the Swedish word for emperor, also comes from Caesar. Yeah, really anyone who was a dictator but not a monarch was an emperor, or a Kaiser, or a Tsar, or a Kejsare, all of which came from the word for, or the name Caesar, from Julius Caesar or Augustus Caesar. I'm sure there's a third Caesar as well, I can't remember. Caesar was, I mean, after Julius, the name Caesar was as popular, and the emperors decided to name themselves Caesar, even if they weren't related to a name. And that's why the Holy Roman Emperor, which was actually the Emperor of Germany, decided to call himself the Kaiser as well, after Caesar. Caesar was originally pronounced Kaiser or Kaisar. Yeah. Which is why it's similar to Kaiser, German word. Now Tsar in Russia and Bulgaria and a few other places which had Tsars, it's a bit further away from the original word, but it's still the same, origin. Sweden never had a Kejsare, but we used the word. Most likely it came from Germany. Germany started saying Kaiser, and so Sweden also started saying something similar, which was Kejsare. Holy Roman Empire, not holy, not Roman, not an empire. Well, you could argue that it was holy because the Holy Roman Emperor was appointed by the Pope, and if you believe that the Pope is holy, then you know that the Holy Roman Empire was holy. You can argue that it was Roman, because even though it started in Germany, it did eventually conquer Rome, and it included the city of Rome and Latinum and that general region. I mean, the entirety of Italy was part of the Holy Roman Empire. So in a way it was Roman. It wasn't ruled from Rome, and it didn't originate in Rome. So I guess you could say that it wasn't really Roman, it was more German than anything. But it did include Rome, so in a way it was Roman. And it was an empire, you know, if you follow the definition of an empire, which is, you know, a state which conquers vast amounts of territories and includes a big number of people groups, and yet it has kind of one people above all the others. So the Germans, of course, were the highest, you know, the most privileged citizens in the Holy Roman Empire. So it was an empire. It was an empire of Germany. It wasn't the Roman Empire. I can agree with you on that. It wasn't a Roman Empire, because the Roman citizens weren't the privileged class. The capital wasn't in Rome. But it was Roman in a way, and it was an empire, but it wasn't a Roman Empire, I think, if you want to be really pedantic about it. But I would say that it fits some of the definitions. But, I mean, I can also see the other way, like, yeah, maybe it wasn't that holy, you know, just because the Pope decided that he wanted to name King Otto the Emperor of Rome. But who knows? It's all up to your definition of what's holy and what isn't, which, I mean, that's just a can of worm that I'm not going to open. I think, yeah, we've been going for an hour and a half now. Oof, hang on. No one wants to work in the farming area. Build some more residential cities. We have a Queen of England. It makes no sense. Well, the Queen of England, what's interesting about the Queen of England is that she isn't, well, she is, the Queen Elizabeth is the Queen of England. But she's also the Queen of a bunch of other places. She's the Queen of Canada, she's the Queen of New Zealand, she's the Queen of Australia, she's the Queen of Barbados, she's the Queen of all of the territories of the Commonwealth, independently. So it's like, the Queen of England and the Queen of Canada happen to be the same person, but officially they're two different titles. So if you officially, technically, Canada could have one person be Queen or King of Canada, and the United Kingdom could have someone else be Queen of England or King of England. But the royal houses or the line of succession are the same, and so the heir of the Queen of England will also be the heir. The heir of the Queen of England is the same as the heir of the Queen of Canada. So they're not officially linked, but they kind of are. But they are two different titles. They're not the same. The Queen of England isn't automatically also the Queen of Canada. It just so happens that the Queen of England is also the Queen of Canada. She has multiple titles. She doesn't have one single title, like Queen of the Commonwealth. That title doesn't exist. Or Queen of Canada and England, that title doesn't exist. She's the Queen of Canada, and she's the Queen of England, and she's the Queen of Barbados, and the Queen of New Zealand, and the Queen of Australia, and all the other ones. It's the same royal house, but not the same royal title. That's why it makes no sense. I mean, Australia is part of the Commonwealth, and Australia is a monarchy. And Australia could technically have a queen that's not the Queen of England, but it just so happens that the royal house of Australia is the House of Windsor, which is the same as the royal house in England. And so the head of the House of Windsor is automatically going to be monarch both in England and in Australia. and that's just the way that the monarchy works there. But if Australia had a different royal house, then Australia could have a different monarch from England. So there could be an Australian king and an English queen. Well, not the queen wouldn't be Queen of Australia. She would be Queen of England and not Australia. What are the most likely places of revolution in the near future? And could anything like the Paris Commune exist today? The most likely places, I mean, I hate, like, there are revolutions ongoing in the world today. So it's not like there aren't any revolutions. Like there's a revolution ongoing in the Philippines, and in India, and in Burma, and in Lebanon. Well, not Lebanon-ish. Less so now. I mean, Rojava exists. Some people have different opinions on Rojava. But like you say it as if there are no ongoing revolutions. Like, where's there likely to be a revolution? Well, there are revolutions. There are revolutions ongoing at the moment. As we speak, there are revolutions. There are like 4 different socialist revolutions going on in the world. So, but I don't really know what you mean by that. Like, what's the most likely place for a revolution? Well, Burma, Myanmar is likely. Philippines is likely because there already is a revolution there. Is it likely to succeed? Well, I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not an expert, but there is a revolution there, so I don't know. What's the most likely place for a new revolution? I don't know. We already have 4 of them. Like, we should be thankful for that. We shouldn't be greedy. Like, I mean, 4 ongoing socialist revolutions in the world. Like, that's more than average. Like, I would say that's more revolutions than the... Well, maybe not more. I'm not sure how many revolutions were ongoing in the world in 1917. It was the Soviet one. And I believe the Bavarian one. There's also one. Hungary. So that's 3. I don't know if there were any other ones in 1917. I need more. Also, could something like the Paris Commune exist today? It can, but it shouldn't, because it failed. I mean, the Paris Commune was utopian socialist. Marxism is anti-utopianism. So if you're a Marxist and you want a Paris Commune, you have a lot more reading to do. Paris Commune, like the Paris Commune, was the first attempt at socialism. That doesn't mean it was the best attempt at socialism. Like, we shouldn't be wishing for the Paris Commune to come back. The Paris Commune failed quickly and miserably. It had lots of problems, and it's not something that we should try to repeat. We shouldn't be repeating our former mistakes just because we glorify past revolutions. That's just bad practice. So no, to answer your question, yes, the Paris Commune could exist, but it would fail just as quickly as the last one did. At least if you're copying it exactly, which, I mean, that's just dumb. People are talking about Pol Pot in the live chat. I'm playing a game and then I look over every now and then and I just see people talking about completely random, unrelated things. Like Pol Pot on the left. Where the fuck is that? Okay, well, we survived the tsunami. Everything seems to be back to normal. Places in the west that are likely for revolution: Greece, France, Italy, Spain, Catalonia, I think. I'd say those are the ones. Yeah. Greece, France, Italy, Catalonia. I would say other ones. There's a study, a survey rather, that asked young people if they would participate in an uprising against the state. And in Greece, France, Italy and Spain, and Romania, I believe, the majority said yes. So in those places, I would say. Isn't glorification of former revolutions what's happening right now? I mean the glorification of Stalin and Mao. Have you seen me glorify Stalin or Mao? I don't think I do that. I mean, I'm not even a Leninist. There's plenty of disagreements with both Stalin and Mao. That doesn't mean we should completely ignore them. That doesn't mean we should say that everything that they did was bad and we need to do everything differently from what they did. You know, we need to learn from both the good and the bad in the past. And that includes the Paris Commune, but the Paris Commune, I wouldn't say the Paris Commune was mostly bad, but it made a lot of mistakes. And it was the reason that scientific socialism was invented by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Because it was utopian, and utopianism clearly did not work. I mean, that's the point of scientific socialism, is to observe and to make deductions and to make changes in your theory. If something doesn't work, then you don't do it anymore. I mean, that's what science is about. I need to keep expanding my residential zone, but I could build another residential zone, I suppose. Like I could build one here. Like so, and so, and then I just do this. Thoughts on consumer socialism? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. You mean like East Germany? Like what specifically do you mean by consumer socialism? I don't think I've ever really heard the expression consumer socialism before. East German consumer socialism. I don't know. Kind of misses the point of socialism a bit. But I think in East Germany it was fine. I mean, I don't know. Some say that the lack of consumer goods was, or like luxury goods, like coffee, was one of the reasons that people wanted to leave East Germany for West Germany. And it can be one of the factors, definitely. So the consumerist nature of East Germany was, you know, one of the ways that it could win back the support of the people. And I mean, as soon as the wall fell, the people who lived in East Germany kind of quickly realized that, okay, like some people, I would say most people, by the end of the 80s, who were calling for unification, kind of imagined West Germany to be exactly like East Germany, only with coffee. And then as soon as the wall fell, they kind of realized that actually West Germany is pretty different from East Germany. We don't have free healthcare here, we don't have free education here, we don't have free housing here. Food is more expensive here.
Warning,
in general, more
experts
expensive.
predict an earthquake could hit the area soon.
You know, there's homelessness here, there's unemployment here.
An earthquake is occurring. Don't panic and wait for help if you are in the affected area.
Awesome. Well, I didn't do that much damage. Still water around here, huh? That's weird. The announcement freaked me out. Should I lower the in-game volume a bit? Oh, there we go. Turn that down. Is it like really loud compared to my voice or something? Earthquake was funded by the US government. Dude, I'm like starting to suspect the US government trying to sabotage my City Skyline playthrough. They keep sending earthquakes and tsunamis after me. Okay. In one video you mispronounced Die Linke. Yeah, I'm aware. Sorry for spamming. Call the new residential area Corbyngrad. Sure. I can call it Telman Park. Actually, we'll call it Ernst Telman Park. Because that's a real region in East Berlin. And I've been there. There's a huge statue of Ernst Thälmann in Ernst Thälmann Park. I took a picture of it. I think I posted it to my Instagram. Yeah, I think so. Ernst Thälmann Park. Parks and recreation, recycling, recycle plastic. Okay. We're gonna need a little bit of commercial as well. So let's just do this for now. Well, yeah, okay. Let's put it like that, and I do this, and that, and this. There we go. Auferstanden ausruhen. That's true. We did have a tsunami which ruined the city, and then we rose from the ruins. This isn't Corbyngrad. This is East Germany. Fucking confirmed. Although the tsunami was the Second World War. Oh, there we go. Get some cool new stuff. Some roads. Yeah, some. Okay, cool. Get some more policies. So I can do, for example, encourage biking and electric cars and combustion engine ban. No. I'm going over here and I'm gonna do. I can encourage biking everywhere. Why not? I'm gonna do filter industrial waste. That's important. You know what? I'm just gonna open this up and I'm gonna do recycling everywhere, recycle plastic everywhere, encourage biking everywhere, filter industrial waste everywhere. And I'm gonna go over here specifically and say electric cars, and over here say electric cars, and over here this can be whatever. Tsunami and earthquake. Now all you're missing is a fake ballistic missile threat. True. Very true. Okay, so we have... Oh yeah, I can build the tsunami warning buoy now. And a weather radar as well. Because why not? Look at this. This is ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna smooth this out. Look at this, it looks absolutely ridiculous. Smooth this out. Smoothie, smoothie, smoothie. I like smoothies. I like raspberry smoothies. Raspberry smoothie. I might make one. We have some unique buildings we can build actually. Cinema. I can build a cinema, why not? Department store. I have some of these things that I can build. Bee and Bird Haven. Statue of Wealth. Statue of Shopping. Lazarette Plaza. Oh, I can build a transport tower. Friendly neighborhood park. Sure, I can build a friendly neighborhood park. I'll build it in this friendly neighborhood. Look at that! Oh, everyone's so happy now. That is a very friendly neighborhood park. And I can build... what else can I build? I kind of want to build the cinema actually. How big is it? It's not that big. I'll build the cinema like close to the high school, so the high school students can go visit the cinema. Like that. That's a pretty cool looking cinema, look at that. Didn't even know I had that. I don't think that's a mod either, I think that's just what it is. Alright, should I increase this to 4-lane road? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I can make this go a bit higher. This one go higher. That, and then do this, and then that, and this. I think when I increase the size of Ernst Hellman Park as well. Should I say Ernst Hellman Park or Ernst Hellman Park? If I should say more German or more English. I mean, it is German. Hang on, electricity's low. Ooh, what's this? Geothermal power plant. A geothermal power plant utilizes the warmth of the Earth's core to provide electricity for the city. Geothermal energy does not pollute. Cost 65,000. Power output is 80 megawatts. 1,000 a week. 80 megawatts. This produces 40. Yeah, sure, I can build this. Why not? Geothermal power plant. I'll build it right here. Geothermal power plant. Okay. It says it doesn't pollute, so that's good. This looks like pollution, but I guess it's just steam. Any channels you'd like to shout out? No, I don't watch YouTube. I hate YouTube actually. I don't know what it is. What is YouTube? You know what? I'm gonna do a bit of a suck my ass. I'm gonna do this. Fuck. This, and then that, and then. No. Wait, maybe here. Nah and nah. Only that creates a stupid road. Whatever. I'll do this. Not enough money. Fuck. And God damn it. There we go. And this. And that. And then we fill this in. And there we go. Oh, look at that, everyone's using bikes. That's good. Less use of cars. Oops. Water availability slow. Okay. There we go. That should do it. Okay, so I kind of figured out how to do this now. So I make a little path, and then Oops. And then I raise the ground slowly and kind of just force the water out. That didn't really work. Oh well. Something like this, maybe? I don't know. Just want flat. Just want flat ground. Okay, that works, I think. Look at that, now these guys have beachfront property. Although this isn't much of a beach, it's more of a cliff. Wasn't there a guy who built a house and then he dug his own beach and the house like quadrupled in value because it was a beachfront property? He like posted on Reddit that he was gonna make his own beachfront property and people were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he just built a house, or maybe he already owned a house and then he dug a beach. Something like that, I can't quite remember. Okay, so we got some high density stuff now. That's cool. I think that's a good place to end this stream actually, because we've been going for almost exactly 2 hours now and I'm getting tired. Oh, it's 6 PM right here. No one is really talking about the stream anymore. People are talking about Deng Xiaoping and I don't even know it, man. Alright, I think that's a good place to end the stream. I will see you in the next one, which will be at some point. I don't really know when. Anyway, how do I do this? End. That's not what I wanted to do. Hang on. Oh wow, I'm looking at the preview of the stream and wow, it's behind. It is far behind. Oh well. Anyway, see you later, I guess. Goodbye.